some of the topics that we've talked about over the past couple of weeks on this show. We talked about substance use disorder, drug addiction. Anytime we talk about that, people in the comments say, hey, we need treatment. We don't need law enforcement. We need treatment. Guess what? The federal government spent a total of $6.6 billion in substance use treatment last year, right? $3.6 billion. I'm just illustrating where this money could have went. $3.6 billion went to people on the do not pay list. That could have made a 50% improvement to our drug treatment programs. The entire budget for the U.S. Department of the Interior, that's the agency that protects our natural resources and public lands, is $12.7 billion a year. Hey, there's been a lot in the news recently about Boeing and inspections of aircrafts. The Federal Aviation Administration, their whole budget is $16 billion a year. And we're talking about a fraud of $200 billion you mentioned, or at least at minimum $130 billion just from this one federal program that was administered. It's crazy when you think of where else that money could have gone, where it could have actually potentially done something positive for the country.
Right, Bill, that 3.6 billion figure seems to be popular in this report because you mentioned this early on in the podcast, and dead people paid billions in stimulus, or paid in stimulus money. Direct payments to individuals in the form of economic stimulus checks total $271 billion, including $3.6 billion to 2.2 million dead people.
Unreal.
Now, and it was a very important point you made about where this money could actually go that would make a difference in the lives of them.